step in their game, way y'all the way up.
Okay. Not dealing with it.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Hey, before we got a hit right here.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Woman 22 Experience Radio Show, live on Philly Hot Radio and live on the Woman 22 Facebook page on Facebook and on Instagram Live at the Line 1021. This is Lamont Howard, the host of the show. I hope everyone had a good week. I hope everyone stays safe. I pray everyone has a sound mind and are ready to get ready for this jam-packed show today. We have two guests coming on. At 12:30 we have Kira Colston, who is also a model and makeup artist, and the moms will be at 12:30. And at 1 p.m. we have Damani Delro, who will be on StreamYard. So you can see that on Facebook page. So I'll try to make sure that Instagram Live ruptures. We'll see that conversation on Instagram Live. If not, it will be all on Facebook, my Facebook page via StreamYard. So Chanel, what's going on? Lean, I hope you're doing well. I pray everyone has a safe week. We don't have no music. Obviously, the sound is not working. They keep changing the monitors. I don't know what's going on. It's been crazy. This morning, I don't know how to sound. There's always something here at the station. And then also, I don't have my paper with me, so I'm reading off the script off my notes that I'm going to talk about for the show. I had a lot on my mind this week, and I'm going to be transparent with all y'all. We have no music, we're going straight through, till 12:30 to Kira come on. Because I had a lot to say on a lot of things, and I want y'all to pay attention, be attentive, and share this with someone, or get on live here, because I'm going to be transparent all the way I can be, because I know that God wants me to be honest with all of you and transparent at the same time, because if we're not honest, who are we fooling and who we dealing with? And so I'll read the scripture readings I usually do, and I'll get right into it, and I'll do my announcement, and then talk about what happened Tuesday, and then talk about the announcement and things coming up, and then the scripture reading to read off and be motivated by. Damani, how you doing? Chef Larry, how you doing? Hope all y'all doing well. Welcome to Struggle 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by renewing your mind. They will test and prove what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Be transformed, not conformed. Do what God's called you to do, and stop being conformed to what people in the world want you to do. Exodus 14:14. The Lord fight for you. You need only to be still. That means stay still, that the Lord fight your battles. If we fight our battles, we make it work for ourselves. Stay still, and then the Lord fight for you so you get rest. And you can sleep easily knowing that the Lord has your battles. He will see you through. He'll bring you out of the mess that you've been in. Just trust God and leave it there and go about your business. Then Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord Himself goes before you. He'll be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Alright, so that's pretty much our scripture readings that I do every Saturday on the show. Romans 12:2, Exodus 14:14, and Deuteronomy 31:8. If you want to call on the show, you can call us at 484-477-6348. 484-477-6348. We got a lot coming on. Because we're gonna have very transparent conversation. I want to know live right now how y'all feeling. Honestly, be brutally honest. How you feeling? It's about being honest. I'm nervous. I'm worried about a lot of things going on right now with me personally outside the show, but I'm still here. I'm still pressing my way through, and I'm making excuses but sometimes we gotta be vulnerable. We gotta be transparent. We can't wear a mask and be fake about our feelings. We gotta be real who we are because God wants to be real, and God knows how we feel, and we gotta be real with Him and know that, you know, God will bring us through. He sees what we're going through, and we gotta be overly transparent and be vulnerable so we can reach people and not about getting the clout or getting the likes or views, but it's about being real for yourself and being honest with yourself in these last evil days. For one, I want to say this for getting to it. Quick announcement. I announced this last week on the show that Cara Goodson is starting a new business called World Living Clean Laundry Services. She has a lot of job openings for people who are looking for jobs. You know, she's hiring people to work. So if you're one of those people that or know someone that's looking for work immediately, call Ms. Goodson at 215-617-0068. 215-617-0068. And ask about the job opportunity she is having right now for a new business, World Clean Laundry Services. Also, they will get paid. There's some perks to it. So please call her immediately if you know someone or you might need for a job or another job, you know, help you with your businesses, help you flow along this called life. Alright? So, now going back to what's going on. I am beyond tired of what's going on in Philadelphia. As you may have heard or not heard about the shooting in Spring Garden at a basketball court. 55 shots were rained out, and then three people were left dead. I think a couple of was injured, and it's getting ridiculous. And you have all three police being shot. You know, it's too much, and a lot of people, I think the city has done a bad job addressing this lack of accountability, lack of urgency, state of emergency that we've been in my opinion, since 2 years ago, when over the summer we had a lot of shootings going on in the city, and a lot of people getting hurt. Now it's gotten worse during the pandemic. So anyway, COVID-19, COVID-16, 19, and the COVID of gun violence in Philadelphia. I'm urging everyone to please get on the mayor, the community, to what's going on. This is beyond ridiculous, beyond absurd. People cannot take their people to parks anymore, to playgrounds, to play on the swings, spend time with their kids, be safe. You know, because people want to be idiots and shoot guns instead of talking for no reason and killing people or shooting people that affect them mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, also for their families and their children and their friends and neighbors, you know, their loved ones. You know, it's beyond tiring, it's beyond sickening, you know, but we gotta demand better, we gotta do better. I'm tired of people getting shot for no reason, especially young people who have dreams and aspirations, who have goals, and who have purpose, who have vision, you know, to change the world, to be the curse breaker for their family, you know, and they take it away over what? I don't know what, but we gotta demand better. We gotta demand better for our city and for our communities. Get these people who are community people, the council people, state representatives on a back. Get them, hold them accountable to do a better job. See what's going on. Talk to the people what's going on. See what's going on. See what can they do to make the community better. It's not just one community. It affects every community in the city of Philadelphia. Every community, some way, shape, or form, has been affected by gun violence. And we got to get that process of healing and having those uncomfortable conversations and come up with tangible solutions to put in place now instead of talking about it, just be about it. We got to demand better. We got to do better now in our city because it's getting worse and worse. Then, as you know, I've been posting about Breonna Taylor show, her number called Justice and all that stuff. Then Tuesday, I found out, the city and her family reached a settlement for $12 million. I was literally outraged, pissed off, frustrated, and saddened, but that this had to come to this. Beyonce has been dead for almost 6 months. We've been pleading on faith every day. So someone that had been posting her face, demand justice, hold these police officers accountable that murdered this young woman. I am doing her job, doing her purpose, living her dream, her best life, for no reason, robbed to her sleep. And these officers have not been arrested, have not been charged with any wrongdoing. The NBA, the WNBA has wore her name or their back of their jerseys all through the season. The NBA announced her, LeBron James announced her during a press conference. You know, it's a lot, it's sickening that they had come $12 million. No person's life is worth $12 million or any worth of money whatsoever. You can't bring her back. You can't reincarnate her, come back. No, you can't, she's dead. And I am upset for the family that they took this other man instead of getting justice for those officers that did this crime unto her. So you gotta figure out who are the real criminals. The police officers or the family. I would never take any amount of money to get them to be quiet and get away with murder. I want those officers fully charged and be in jail, prison for what they did to a young black woman in Louisville, Kentucky. It is unacceptable. That is garbage, it's bullshit, it's wrong. And I'm just shocked by the lack of outrage by our community of not addressing it. You know, it's sickening. And we got to do better. We cannot accept money because justice is way more damn important than money. Money comes and goes. Justice will never leave. I don't know. It's just sickening that, you know, that these officers get away with murder and we supposed to be okay with that. No, not gonna be okay with that. This again is a system we've been living in. We gotta treat the system. We gotta demand better. I'm just tired of stuff. I'm way tired of it. I'm tired of just, you know, doing what we trying to fight with justice and not being heard, or we're being heard but not being comprehended, being ignored, or not being taken seriously, and live in a country that doesn't even love us back. We live in a country that we love, but we don't even love us back. Or how we can love a country that treats us like this for over 400 years. We have to do better. We got to do better. We got to retrain our minds to be the leaders that we are. And I hope you're watching this, Valdo. You know, people are watching right now. I want you to write this down. The toughest job you can have in America, beyond a mother, a father, a pastor, a teacher, or an athlete, or a president, is for me, in my opinion, being black. Being black is the hardest job in the world, based on what we suffered, what we have endured, what we had gone through for over 400 plus years, even probably more than that, for being black. Shan Sharp said this on his show a couple weeks ago. Again, you can have any job you want. You can be a mom and dad, husband, wife, but if you are black, that's the hardest job ever in life. We have overcome so much to get to the right place and to be who we are. We had to fight, crawl, sweat, pray, cry, moan, whine, blood, sweat, tears, bones, to find who we are, to be accepted, to be welcomed. That's my opinion. If you agree, give hearts. Let me know. That's my opinion. The hardest job of being a person in this world, for me, is being black. And all the stuff we've been going through, all this racism, oppression, COVID-19, COVID-16, 19, the gun violence in Philadelphia, my city that I love, but it's more hate now, more jealousy, more gossipy, more negative, lack of support. I've been there. I understand, it sucks, but we have to do better immediately before it gets to, because there are youth are behind us and we want to give them a better life and better perspective, so we don't have to, they had to endure what we had to endure and suffer in this journey called life over 40 plus years. You know, it's wrong and it's sad. Like I said earlier, we know music, you know, but we're gonna press our way through. This is called like Real Talk. I'm gonna give y'all announcements, share what's going on, what I'm doing, how you can get you involved. So last Saturday on the show, I announced that in the show that I was coming back to my job, Sunrise, Philadelphia, for a second year as site director. And this year is a little different than last year. Because of the pandemic of COVID-19, I'll be working along with other site directors at Trinity Lutheran Church. We're going to have an asset center we're going to have 88 youth ranging from kindergarten through 6th grade from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday through Friday, beginning on this Monday. So we're looking for caregivers, you know, who are working outside the home, who are working right now, that cannot provide supervision to their kids or not able to afford any child care for them for 5 days over the week because, you know, they gotta go to work and, you know, need something child to do. And it's free. It's free. So, you know, if you are a mother, father, or caregiver of a young person, kindergarten, 6th grade, please have them registered for our program. So, there's a flyer, I'll put a flyer, I'll show you our flyer. It's a flyer here. There's a link on there, you have to apply to the link, right? Then once you get that link, someone from the city of Philadelphia will contact you to get you more information about your residence, where you live at, things like that. Then once you pass them, then you're gonna request to be at Sunrise Trinity Asset Center. Alright? Then once you get past that part, a coworker of mine will contact you, the caregiver, and do the rest of the application process with you. Alright? So, we have a lot of slots left. We have like over 70 slots from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every single day. Though all they gotta do, bring their earphones, their Chromebooks or laptops to do their schoolwork, and you know, they wear their masks obviously, and lunch, and they want to bring a lunch. We'll provide breakfast, lunch, and snacks throughout the day. They'll be providing hotspots for their virtual learning. We will do some activities with them here and there, you know, in between, like brain breaks and like activities, affirmations, and art therapy, mental health, uncomfortable conversations with them in between those virtual days of learning. And we really want your child to come to this program. I'll be there 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Obviously, when they come to the site, they will get daily temperature checked every single day. If they show one or more symptoms, they'll go home. So you gotta be mindful in your household who has contracted COVID in the past 14 days. You know, if someone gets contracted COVID, they'll have to be quarantined for 14 days. You know, it's a lot to deal with, but I've learned because I want to see our youth get out of the house and be in a safe environment, be in a safe space where they're not distracted by what's going on in the home, not distracted by what's going on in the streets. I'm hearing gunshots and smoking drugs and the weed every single day. That's a negative environment. And hear your parents cussing and your foul language, and parents and kids having sex in the midst of you doing your schoolwork. Yeah, it happens. Parents do have sex while in the midst of their children. doing schoolwork. But we had to do better. So, yes, I'll put a flyer on my page tonight. I want these enrollments to go up. We trying to provide a safe space for your children, kindergarten to 6th grade, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. This is something that we are proud of doing. I'm nervous for myself about what it will look like, seeing the kids, see what school they go to, and what they've been dealing with the past 6 months. And just get to know to just be a safe space for them in the next 2 or 3 months, or however schools are going to do this. And as good advice from bad leadership from the top as well. I'm not getting to that. That's another show. We'll talk about that because we are living in a city that has a lot of bad leaders right now who will lead by example. They give us lip service, do the opposite, don't care about the people, don't care about the people that we live and serving. But they're trying to put the bottom dollar, and we got to demand better. Again, Sunrise Access Center, Trinity Lutheran Church, located at 1800 with Wolf. 18 with Wolf. It's at church, not going to practice religion, anything like that, so don't worry about that. The space is a wonderful space that will give your child an opportunity to learn, to focus, to do well, and be at their best in the midst of these pandemics that we're living right now. Right now, it's 12:11. I'm falling 12:15, but we got a lot of time left for Kira Post to come on the show. I'm drinking water, so. Alright, so next up, beginning back this Thursday, we are restarting our Path to Greatness virtual homecoming youth group for our youth short of 18, and we're going to have that at 7 o'clock on live on Zoom to about 8. It's going to be an hour, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to put a flyer up to the gate as well. If you know a youth that's short of 18 that needs an outlet, need a safe space they can vent and talk and express themselves without being judged or criticized, this is a space for him and her. Short 18, we will have that every other Thursday. Not every Thursday, but every other Thursday. So beginning on September 24th, from 7 to 8 p.m., we will have these conversations with our youth on different types of subjects like mental health, relationships, self-love, self-care, just trying to get them to feel that where they at right now, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, as they are starting out school versus school and trying to transition, or maybe some of them are doing hybrid school, to like a couple days at home, a couple days at school, and so forth, trying to do it with people and trying to live this new way of life that's temporary, it's not permanent. We will be there for them. And I'm having my team please to promote this flyer, get some youth up in that Zoom space. I'm calling out Brianna Smalley, who did a wonderful event last night for Virgos, a poetry showcase. It was an awesome event. Camilla Williams, Kimberly Artley, Darlene Alsat. I'm calling her out, please, by Santa Smith. Please spread the word to our youth and parents that know a youth, short of 18, to get on the Zoom this Thursday night. We're going to have a really direct conversation. We're going to be real, we're going to be bold, unapologetic, and authentic. And we're going to make sure that your kid will be transformed and they will leave woke and conscious about what's going on. So they can be a problem solver and not add to the problem that they see in the community and the world going on right now. Alright, then today at 5 p.m. we will have August Cafe 26 live at the Weird Corner Cafe at 2949 West Ward Avenue and live on Zoom. We will have 8 authors taking the stage. 4 of them will be on at the cafe live, and 4 of them will be on Zoom. So always gonna be there's gonna be Amber Chanel Jackson, Kimberly Burwell, Marlene DeVos, Tasha Crafton, Ellen Tain, Deneen Kirby, Shanika McCutcheon, and Lorraine Henry. Tickets are only $5. You can pay me via Cash App at PTG11113 or at PayPal at www.paypal.me/path to greatness to get in the room. We have limited seats at the cafe because of social distancing. We'll have about 12 seats open for guests to come there. If you want to come, that's wonderful. You can park at Aldi's right down the street at 30th and Girard. If there's no parking space around the cafe is a beautiful venue, and it's a black-owned business, and that promotes literacy. And also for those who are paid watch on Zoom, once you pay, let me know who you are and the email address that I can send you a link to the Zoom for that event today at 5 o'clock. It's going to be a powerful event. These ladies are ready to take the stage, share this journey, be unapologetic, be bold, and be real with all of you. Again, it's only $5. It's going to start at 5 o'clock. We're trying to make sure we'll be done by train 7:30 and 8 because how the spirit is, how the spirit takes over. You never know who knows. Someone always gets healed at this event. I said healed by someone's testimony, journey, path to get their book. It's not easy to write a book. It's not easy to put your thoughts on paper. It's not as easy to publish a book. Make sure you get the audio, the illustrations right. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. It's really a bold thing for these people to do, to put themselves out there, to meet new people, connect with different people that they may not connect with on a regular basis. So, this is August Cafe Train 6. Train 6 1. 4+ years. Please support these women today at 5 p.m. You can watch this on Zoom and cook and clean, multitask at the same time. You can do both. Or you come plan to the studio, the cafe, please wear a mask. We will have light selects for those who are there. So please come support these women today at 4 p.m. sharp. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. sharp. 5 p.m. sharp. I apologize, 5 p.m. The start time is 5 p.m. Not 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So I'm gonna make sure that our Zoom live is working and the internet is working. So the Wi-Fi is connected, make sure we're in the right spot. We're gonna make sure that you get the full experience for those who are watching live, and also for those who will be there in the studio, that this is gonna be an awesome event. And I challenge all of you who are not doing anything, who are less time, maybe at some downtime, maybe want to multitask, please check us out. Support a black-owned business, a black-owned initiative ordained by God, by God to me, to promote literacy, to promote reading, to promote black excellence and greatness in the midst of these pandemics. All right, then in 2 weeks, I'll be part of a teen conference for teens in Philadelphia and beyond. It's going to be free. It's called the Rise and Dream Conference from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be shorter than it was the past couple years. It's going to be usually a long, drawn-out day, but it was worth workshops and presentations and award recognition, great food, dance contest, a lot of vendors. But this year's going to be way different. It's going to be pretty much online. We have a YouTube live conversation. It's free for teens. You can register at www.riseanddream2020.eventbrite.com. Alright, so it's www.riseandDream2020.eventbrite.com. Register, get in the room, meet other youth, People that work with you, spread the word. Please spread the word. If you're not going to be there, be a good citizen, be a good person of character, and share with someone who desires to be there. So 12 p.m., 2 p.m. on Saturday, October 3rd, Rising Dream Tea Conference. Alright, then we're going to leave it on the 12:20. I got 10 minutes left for my guest guests come on. Keep it posted. I'm going to share 2 scriptures time to get for next week that will inspire you and hopefully inspire myself to get through the next week as we are transitioning to start at Access Center and start seeing youth there on Monday. Well, youth that outside of Sunrise are the kids I saw this week. So, alright, 2 Corinthians 4, 8, and 12. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around our bodies the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. For we are who are alive are always being given over to death for Jesus' sake, so that his life may be also revealed in our mortal body. So then death is at work in us, but life is at work in you. So we are persecuted, we're talking about, we are mingled every single day. But if we keep going, keep the faith, and press our way through for those hard times, through being talked about negatively or positively, and let that life Jesus has inside of us, we'll be successful, we'll be awesome, we'll be great. And I already know that you're already great as it is, and I want you to continue to be great in the midst of what's going on right now with us communities in our world. And Romans 8:37 through 39. Knowing all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. For I am convinced that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor demons, nor the present, nor the future, nor any powers, neither height, nor depth, nor anything else, nor creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. That nothing, nobody, nothing separates you from the love of God that is inside of you, and the way God birthed you to be great, to separate you from the love of God. We go through ups and downs every single day. We go through trials, tribulations, storms, hair wave, jealousy, all the day long. But that those things separate you from the love of God, relationship with God, and love God inside of you. God birthed us. He saved born for our sins. He died for our sins. He died on the cross. He is doing a lot to be where he is right now, to be in heaven, that we can be present. It's our responsibility, obligation to do what God calls us to do in these last evil days. To walk by faith, not by sight. To be a problem solver, to be a game changer, to be a leader. It's too much. We got to be what God has designed us to be in these last evil days. And not be conformed to what people tell us to do. And, you know, we have to please God and not people. Please God and not people. We got to understand that. If we please people, we'll be miserable. We'll be hard. We'll be stressed out, burdened. We'll be burnt out, having gray hairs, pulling our hairs. We'll be having high blood pressure, stress, anxiety, depression, just so much negative stuff. When we try to please people and try to fit in and try to be accepted and try to be part of something instead of being the whole. But when you please God, there's healing, peace, joy, love, blessings, rest, happiness. And God will save the people he wants you to please, and the people will return will be grateful unto you. Let's please God and not please people. That's clear as crystal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to do that. Let's try to be better. Let's be a better human, a better person every single day, because tomorrow's not promised. And every time you get up, even though you have a bad night, a bad day, say thank you, Lord, for giving me another chance to get it right, to make my mindset better, to have a transformed mindset and not a fixed mindset, to be uncomfortable for greatness and not settle for mediocrity. We've been through over 6 months of this pandemic and God has still blessed us. In major ways or small ways, doesn't matter. You are still alive. A lot of people have died of COVID. Over 205 people died, you know. So that's for COVID-19. So you have to understand that this is your responsibility. You have to do better. We got to try to do better every single day. God, somebody in the community needs you. They need your strength, your gifts, your talents, your burdens, your testimony, your sins. They need all that to become the person that you are today. Be what God has called you to be. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up part 1 of this. We got Karen Colson coming on at 12, about 4 minutes. I'm going to log off and log back in. So we'll be right back. We'll see y'all in about 5 minutes.
Supreme confidence, if we good, that's good enough.
Well, it's great to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, I see you doing great work. You know, setting the bar. You make ways as well. You know, that's awesome. You're doing this. You're definitely doing it.
Just like, you know, revamping, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to actually execute a plan versus just jumping right in. Can I put my phone somewhere?
Yes.
But I never leave the house typically without it 100%.
Alright, so I got one right here.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about today?
They just get to know who you are, what your journey, how you became a model, or eventually that's your journey, how to kind of, you know, so.
And I was like, I'm interrupting because I knew you were on live. But I'm like, come outside.
Yeah, I saw you. I was like, oh, I don't want to hear again. I was like, don't hear again. I'm like, darn it.
Right.
It's like, every time I come in, there's someone in here is open, and I leave. Someone go upstairs, someone's leaving. I'm like, you know what I'm doing? I'm like,
Hey, guys.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Wanna slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life.
so let me know when you're ready. Let me know.
Hustle, pay the price. Wanna slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, I'm married to this guy, that's why I made my wife. Till I die alone, I told her, you probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of stripes. Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. County jail fade, you can pull my flag yourself. Spot rag, swallow rock, getting high myself. Nah, damn right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got killed. Standing so tall, they think I might got stilts. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 and power, thug like Will. Up against the wall, squabble at Fox Hill. Like a boss ask me how I feel.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Romans Trauma 2 Experience Radio Show live here on the Romans Trauma 2 Facebook page and on Instagram Live at the line 1021. So with our guests here today are Miss Kira Costin. See, I'm bad. Costin. So how you doing today? How you doing?
I am well. I'm just so glad the weather is beautiful and it was just a beautiful day to come because this has been a long time coming.
Yes. So how was your week?
The week was good. It was a little long at first, but you know, because I work for the city, I am an income maintenance caseworker when I am not a customer.
So what you do again? What you do?
I'm an income maintenance caseworker for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
So what's that? What you do? What's
We
that?
determine eligibility of benefits like medical assistance and cash assistance.
So you do employment.
Well, no, I'm not an employee.
Oh no.
That is a different department.
Oh, okay.
Everybody already thinks that. Everybody thinks that already, but no, it was never.
Okay, so as you know, earlier show I mentioned about the Beyonce situation in 11 Tuesday, and you are a mom. You know, I wanted to ask you perspective. What was your perspective about that? The situation and what happened, the turnout, the settlement, because people are trying to promote justice for her, you know, and then the settlement, it was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So
Yeah, the settlement is just to keep them quiet. At the end of the day, she still needs justice. They
Right.
still that needs to go to jail. But you know, it's bigger than just the law enforcement because it's the whole criminal justice system for that state. That's the reason why it's kind of being hush-hush. But, you know, I still, you know, want that family to get the peace that they need.
Yeah.
It's not about the money.
It's definitely not. It's
You know, because they lost a family member. So it's way bigger than the money and it's bigger than politics. You know? So I just want the family just in general to stay at peace. That's just pretty much, like, it's a horrible situation, absolutely.
Yeah, because something's going on. Plus, they have that. And plus, you have the gun violence going in Philadelphia, the shootings and all stuff like that. So it's been a really trying time for us as a whole, and it's mentally and emotionally. You know, so like trying to keep yourself sane and trying to stay focused and just. You know, people are trying to go back to work, go way outside. Now you gotta deal with people every day. Now it's like you work with people, but it's like you still isolated in some way, shape, or form. Isolated, and like then you gotta pray every day that no one gets COVID. Like you gotta be home for 14 days, and you gotta be back to where you were. And like so, like
we're so inundated with all the negative stuff that goes on because of media. Because you get it one way, social media, you get it television.
Yeah, well, other day anyway now.
So it's just a constant.
Right, and sometimes you can just get a break. Even if we go to the beach, you can just get away for a couple of days, like a couple hours. That's what ease. But you know, the only person social distancing, you'll be fine. So like, so for those, I kind of know you, but I don't know you. So can you tell us who is Kira Costin?
Kira Costin. She is resilient. She is amazing. She is a mother of one. I have a teenage daughter. She's a sister. She's a best friend. She's amazing. She's revamping as we go. Like progression is always a big thing in my life. So even if it's little steps, we're moving somewhere towards some type of goal. And right now, the goal is to bring my brand as far as K-Monique artistry to the forefront more so. Because yes, I am a plus model, that is one part of my brand, but the other part includes that I'm a makeup artist and that I am now, I call myself a nail healer. And I say that because I create press-on nails. So press-on nails, that's my jam right now, and just elevating that craft. It's just me being more creative versus what I do for my 9 to 5. So I am multifaceted. That's Kira Costin. That's K-Monique. That's all of me in one. That's my umbrella. Just creativity, perseverance, progression, and then just trying to stay upbeat.
Right.
This lovely world we're in right now.
Lovely, understatement.
So, positivity is definitely a big thing. So my circle is very small as far as friends, family. You just need the constant positive affirmation from people.
Yes.
Like, no negative. So, trying to stay away from that type of thing and, creating a process is a process in itself.
Right. So, what was your upbringing like? You say that because you say you do a lot. In terms outside of what you work, you do like modeling, the press on nails, and the makeup artistry. So what was your upbringing like that kind of led you on that path?
I think I've always been a jazzy kid, just because I always saw my mom, getting glammed up. My mom was a Philadelphia police officer for 20 years. I have a whole bunch of different police officers in my family as well. Upbringing, single mom. Glam was the thing. Like glam was in the household. Glam as in glamorous, as in when you appear to the world, it's, make it fabulous, why not? That type of thing. So that has always been a part of me. My grandma has always been big on fashion. My mom, big on fashion. So that's just something that's just been instilled from a young age. And then just being confident. Because I am a 6'1" woman, it's a totally different experience than, anybody that may be shorter than myself. So bringing that also within my brand too, saying that it's great that you are tall and that you are plus size, because that's a lot of things a lot of companies don't look at as far as fashion. They think like when it comes to plus size fashion that everybody is short and round type of thing. Whereas, we come in all different proportions.
Right.
So a part of my brand is to show that being tall and plus size is where it's at. And that's what I am, that's what I'm going to promote. That's just a part of everything.
So you say you grew up 6'1". Was you always that tall growing up, or just
It regressed.
it just regressed?
So like at 14, I was 5'9". Comparing that to my daughter right now is 14 and she's 6'2".
What? Wow.
You know, it's a difference in that, but it's the same struggles as.
Was it different? Yeah. What do you talk to your daughter now that you did have that as you was 14 growing up, because you was 5'9", even though you was 5'9", and now 6'2". What do you try to instill about that confidence, and despite being tall, you know? So that's.
I mean, every day, every other day, I tell her that she's amazing. She's super intelligent. She can do anything. She doesn't just have to be stuck in the space of playing sports. Because that was always my big thing. It's just like everybody asks me, you know, you play basketball, you play volleyball, whatever. And I play volleyball. I didn't want to play basketball. But I got out of even that stereotype of the tall girl playing sports. Because I was just like, no, I'm model. Like, I don't play sports. I'm not going to break an L type of thing. So my daughter has that mixture, I guess, for me, because she does like sports. She was on volleyball team, she was on basketball team, you know, the social distancing, but not being in high school because she was a ninth grader. They were already scouting her in middle school pretty much for that school. Because I live in Norristown now. I'm originally from West Philly, 59th and raised. So born and raised. So, you know, just bringing my confidence and not my insecurities to her has always worked for us. Just telling her that she's amazing, she's beautiful. You know, if somebody doesn't like you for you, then they're not for you.
Right, exactly.
So it's just a lot of things, I guess, that I teach her either, you know, verbally or non-verbally, that, you know, she's just going to take with her regardless. So she stands up straight, she makes sure, you know, she's just the best that she can be when she's out in the world type of thing. So I pride myself on that. And I'm proud of her, you know, for being able to take all the positives that she sees from me and then, you know, use them in her own life.
Yeah, so I know that she's being recruited now. She's in high school now, doing it virtually, being home and probably looks like graduation. So how do you think she be doing this pandemic? How she been doing? Like,
she's actually been thriving, and I commend her on that too. Because yes, it's totally different, but because they were doing it before this semester, she was kind of used to it. So it wasn't just like they just kind of dropped them into, you know, your online school. Like, they only have a short day, because they start at about 7:30, 7:45, and they're done by 10:45.
Wow.
And, you know, the rest of the day is her doing her work, or however long she feels. So I feel like that is positive, because that's gearing her for college. Because it's like, you'll have your classes in the morning or throughout the day, and then, you know, the rest of the day you have to time manage. So her time management is actually really great at 14. So, I mean, I think she's thriving. Yes, she would like to, of course, be in school with her girlfriend, so they're not on FaceTime and holding up, you know, the iPads and the iPhones and everything all day. But, you know, she still has, you know, her people, and which is a plus. She has her people when she's online with school, and she has other support system as well. So, I think she's doing good.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. I guess especially my friend always think about the kids. You know what I mean? Because especially being home and me working with high school students, I think about it. How your kids be feeling? Like they go through a lot of emotions, especially those kids are graduating. And it's like, I can't see my friends anymore. Now I gotta go to a new environment. Now I'm home. I'm like, I'm supposed to learn about lockers and new teachers and new norms and new like schedules, and now they're gonna be home, and sometimes they want to have a break. You know, like, I will be home for all 6 days long. So what led you to become a plus size model, and you know what steps you took, or what thing that it was always natural, or something happened that you say, look, I want to do this?
So, we'll take it back to a family reunion. It's so funny to see old pictures versus you now. And I actually have a picture that's on my page that I did a collage. So, at a family reunion, like, more than probably 20 years ago, whatever, I did a fashion show at the family reunion. I had this flowered suit on, a two-piece suit, with my glasses and my ponytails just going, and it was just amazing. And just the confidence that I had at age 5. Like, just, it's crazy, it's ridiculous. But I had actually paired that picture with a more recent, like a modeling picture or whatever, and it was just like, it started here. But of course, you know, from 5 to, let's say, after college, because I felt like after I did my education part, I have a BA in psychology. It's like, after I did that part, I was just like, oh, well, let's kick up this whole creative side of me. Like, I'm tired of the books. Like, let's go over this. Let's use this other part of my brain. So that came alive in college, actually, with a modeling guild at Cheney University, La Regional. So we were pretty much just the awesome fashionistas that were like on campus. And you actually got picked by the creator of the group, Mr. Tiller. He actually like picked me out. Like one day I was going to like the CAF or Swing Union and was like, have you ever thought about modeling or whatever? And it kind of started from there, I would say. More seriously. So that was more of the training on what it is to be a model, what you're supposed to do as far as runway and everything like that. So as far as my background in modeling, runway, print, my ultimate goal is to be a fit model, meaning that the brand would use my measurements to then make their clothing.
Oh, okay.
So that's like one of my ultimate goals. I have kind of dabbled in that part. But it kind of just, like from college on, where I went back a little bit later in college, so I graduated 2010. So I think I really started putting my foot in everything, probably like 2011, 2012. Because also, like I said, being a makeup artist, that kind of took over once I started doing makeup for Philly Fashion Week. And that was another part of my training with my mentor, Rodney John. He's now in LA, he's amazing. So that was it's just so many different pieces that make up me over the years. So like I said, just that whole teaching the fashion shows and doing makeup that way, doing it under 30 minutes, and all of that geared me to where I am now. As far as modeling, it was definitely, I was in a whole lot of fashion shows and stuff like that. That does become tiring. And also when people don't realize your worth as far as a model, and I say that to say that to show your clothes, you need models.
Sure.
So it kind of should be a hand-in-hand type of transaction, even if it's not always financial. It should still be something that you're leaving with, as far as even a thank you, even just something that you guys already talked about. But it's a partnership, and I think a lot of people forget that when it comes to fashion shows and including models and stuff like that. You always want to leave with a positive experience anytime you're working with, of course, anyone outside of yourself. So you try to make sure that you are aligning yourself with brands that are like that. But yeah, my journey as a model it's not done.
Right.
So it's not like I have reached the highest and I'm done. It's just like I'm still working. So I'm still progressing. I just did a photo shoot for my birthday / portfolio.
Wonderful.
On my birthday at the beach. So
Oh, wonderful.
I'm just waiting for those prints. And just doing a whole bunch of different things. And I've worked with a lot of different brands, and I am still currently brand ambassadors for two brands right now. Being a brand ambassador just pretty much means that you are influencing, your following or your family or your friends with what you're doing or what you're wearing. Because, millions of times it'd be like, oh girl, what you got on? Like, I like that or whatever. So now it's just like, oh yeah, I have this one, you can use my code so you can get a discount or, things like that. So I do show most of the time like the things that I wear and the things that I have from these brands, and there'll be new pictures with those things as well. So it's just it's a continuous thing, and it's a growing thing, and I am actually glad to be sitting here.
Wonderful.
Letting other people know, kind of, a little bit more, because I know I don't do lives all the time and stuff like that.
Right, so they can know you, but beyond the pictures, like they know that they can. A lot of times we do a lot of pictures, but you don't know the person that how to get to that place, because that's with a journey to get to that process, to get to that.
And it's still, and it's like, and during this downtime of COVID, with working from home, because I am teleworking, I I just felt like I had a lot of downtime. So then that's how the Adorn Your Press-Ons was born as well. And that's my press-on brand. And that's how that was born. It was just like, I can't go to the nail salon. I want to have my nails done. So I'm going to do it myself. So then it turned into, oh, people like them. So it was just like, oh, you guys like them? Oh, okay. So it was just like, well, this is what I'm offering now because you guys like it. And it's kind of, you know, it's a snowball. It's been like a snowball effect. And then even with the snowball effect, it's still a lot of revamping that I still want to do that because then that's something new for me. So that's a new avenue that I am trying to hone. And, you know, we're just taking it day by day. Like it's not, you know, it's not a race. So it was just getting my ducks in a row as far as my branding in general. Just getting everything together.
So what will be your ultimate, what is your ultimate goal for yourself in terms of the modeling? Because I think that's your number one thing that you fall back to, and that press on nails and the makeup has come along. That what is your ideal goal for modeling in terms of what would you, if you want to leave modeling today, now, what you want to see how modeling is? How you want modeling to be going forward?
Going forward, I'm just going to be more strategic. Definitely within my approach with modeling. That's just doing more research because you never stop learning with any other things that I'm currently doing or have done. So it's just more research. It's more getting out there, more like networking. Networking is a big thing, especially in the fashion industry. So just doing more of that. Definitely connecting with more brands. Let's get a national ad going. Let's get my face on some billboards type of thing.
Yeah.
So being the ultimate goal, like I said, would be a fit model.
Right.
And then to put supermodel in front of model. And we can drop the plus. Because it is what it is, you know it. I'm going to tell you, ain't going to be no time soon you're going to see skinny on me. So it's always going to be, that's always going to be a known thing that I am plus size. So let's just put super in front of that.
Right.
So within my brands, I also want to bring more merchandise to the consumer as well that are either models themselves or they just want something fabulous. But that'll be something I'll talk about later. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I want to do is bring in merch, as they say now, to everyone. Because I got a few ideas that I'm thinking about doing. So within my nail brand and within being a press model. So yeah, I got a couple different things going on, but definitely to make K Monique Artistry a household name. That's the definitely ultimate goal.
Chris, I will ask you that. How did you get K Monique?
K Monique, that is my name. My name is Kira Monique Costin.
Oh, okay. See,
we just dropped the Costin part.
okay.
And then artistry because it's my art.
Right.
Whether if I'm doing modeling, whether if I'm doing nails, whether if I'm doing makeup, this is my artistry and this is what I'm bringing to you. So K Monique Artistry is me bringing my art to everyone.
Wonderful. So since you do a lot of things, how do you practice self-care? We want.
How do I practice self-care? Now, I am the ultimate Virgo. I can be an
No, it's Virgos. I keep it. Virgos.
It's Virgo season.
So I'm a Libra. So I'm behind y'all.
When I tell you the amount of Virgos that are out here running the world, literally, and that's not just for the bigger names that you know. Just
I know.
Even the people that are in my circle that are Virgos, and when I tell you, they are the determination, the perseverance, their aesthetic, their just amazingness is just remarkable, and I feel blessed that I am a Virgo. I feel blessed that I'm here right now, being able to tell you a part of my story, because this still ain't even all of it. But just, I think part of self-care is kind of telling myself that you are dope, you are amazing.
Yeah.
Making myself do things because during this time it's just been kind of a little bit shut down. I've been a little bit more sheltered and more conscious of the energy around me, more conscious of who's being consistent and who's not being consistent. And that's in business and that is in personal life.
Yes, it is.
So all of that stuff matters. So self-care for me, it can be definitely the times when I'm just Netflixing and chilling. That can be by myself.
True.
It can be when I am doing either new looks for makeup. It could be me doing skincare for myself. It could be just as me and my daughter doing stuff. But most of the time, I think self-care for me is being by myself and my thoughts.
Okay.
And, just trying to get things together. Sometimes journaling, sometimes not. But just getting me together. And that can be, it's so many different ways that I self-care. It's not just one thing.
And you brought up journaling, so have you ever thought about putting a book?
I'm sorry.
You say about journaling. You ever thought about writing a book?
I've thought about it, but I'm not there yet.
Not there. Not there.
No.
Okay, that's why I was asking for some. Put a little seed out there. Little prayer seed. You never know.
Maybe once everything. I don't know. I could probably start it now, but that's just not one of the.
Right, you're not your main focus.
Not
Right.
focus.
Right. I think you had a lot to share, a lot of wisdom based on what you have done. I think it will impact a lot of young women. Based on your journal and how they have the money side, the working side. The modeling side, the makeup, the press on nail, because a lot of people want to learn information. You know what I mean? They want to. We got to share our gifts with people. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm at too. Because I'm finally there. Like, okay, Carrie, you do have a lot to offer. Like, you do know a lot of things. So, my circle knows that. But it's just one of those things that you gotta be comfortable with all of this too.
Yeah, you do.
So it's the constant being transparent. That kind of can be scary, and it just sometimes it's just not a thing for me. It's just like, you want me to talk about her, like, you know what I mean? Or I know it's easy. I know it makes it simple to a lot of people, especially people that do it all the time. But when you are an overthinker,
that's I am.
It's just like, I'm gonna do it today. No, I don't feel like it. It's like, I'm gonna do it today.
That's me all the time.
Maybe later. And you keep putting stuff on hold, and I'm tired of doing it. So this was a part of me being tired, just tired of doing it. Trying to be, not trying to still keep myself sheltered. So this is a part of that. Thank you.
Yes, and plus I got to know more about your journey, how you became the awesome woman that you are today. So, do you have any final words for any guests who are watching right now, or watch probably later about what advice you give to them that you give to yourself?
The advice that I give to myself and that I would definitely share with other people is never give up on yourself. Because that's one of the biggest things and probably the worst that you could probably do ever is give up on yourself. So never give up on yourself. Like, I've never given up. I've had my moments, but I've never given up, and I'm not going to. So I think just pushing through has been a mantra of mine. So I'm going to continue that, and I urge everybody else to do that too.
Wow. So, Kara Costin, thank you so much for being a guest on the show and sharing more beyond the modeling that you do, that you have a lot of gifts to offer for us and to the world, and I thank you for your time. So, I hope we can reconnect soon. So, for those who are watching, thank you so much. We'll be right back. We'll have Damani Devereaux on StreamYard more in 3 minutes, so that's my computer up. So, this is the first time I'm doing it. So, again, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you can watch the show, rate comments, provide comments for us. We're about getting people like here on here to share this journey, to maybe inspire you to be on your journey, so to work on your purpose and your gifts and things like that. So we'll be right back in a few minutes, so stay tuned.
The reporters that travel for the team, we're in direct contact with these players all the time. We're in very close proximity, talking right next to them.
take a picture right in front of the sign. Yeah. That's a machine guard.
That's when I found out that I had it. One of the scariest experiences in my life. My biggest concern was I had just seen my mother, my sister, both my baby brother. Called them and looked, you have to get tested right away.
You said right
Yeah, let's get.
Separate myself from my family. I'm right there. I have a roommate in the basement. Now it's 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. One day.
1, 2,
On Thursday.
3.
And I was down there for
One more time. 1, 2, 3.
11 days.
Thank you so much. Yes. So, again, I don't know if you know any youth in Philly. So I get 2 kids here, a couple things I'll do with you. Alright. So any kids in Philly, K-6. So I'm doing SS centers. We got free food, 8 to 4 for kids, girls who can take care of their kids. During the day in Philly, everybody have connections. If you come to South Philly, they had to run through over here first, and then the city will contact them, the registration, get them approved, and then they have to select this site. So we don't provide free food, asset, Wi-Fi, all that stuff.
Okay.
And then also, this is at a virtual program at school, so we'll talk about mental health, social justice, things like that. So, and this is where your daughter can go to, so we do a virtual conference.
Okay.
So it's free. So anybody can come from the doors, all that stuff. We're performers, we have an actual conversation with our Mary King. So,
Oh, awesome.
so all that's free. So.
Okay.
So that conference was 10 to Toronto, so that's
This one?
October, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Go walk in the house.
Okay.
players positive test.
Thank you for letting me charge.
Yeah, anytime. No problem.
Cause I was just like, as soon as I got to 69th Street, it was like super low. You would have thought I was on it all the time. I wasn't. But I think this update is making it
Oh,
Patients as violence and racism and oppression. In this situation where my humanity is at stake, where the humanity of my people is at stake, do I want to be entertained right now? I think a big reason why this entire conversation that we're having in this country is at the level that it is because there has been no source to distract anybody. It's because we have no choice but to sit here and reflect.
I'm glad it's something that's sparked a newer conversation. Not just basketball players, but that can lead and speak on the issue delicately.
March 11th is the night that changed the world forever. I don't think it's just basketball. I think it's stopped the world.
Love the community, sport, teamwork, players, love the family, love the spouse.
Time machine. Oh man.
There's not an easy answer.
The ladies are new.
Plays the way we've always seen games played.
We're still live, ladies and gentlemen. We're still live. So we're trying to get the StreamYard going. That's done before ever. So it's gonna be interesting.
I do like it.
She on here?
It's a really scary time in this country. There's the pandemic,
Hello, hello? Alright, cool. Wonderful.
Coronavirus crisis is changing so fast. These maps can't keep up.
every day feeling like the last.
Largest quarantine in the history of the world.
Feeling alone and powerless as we just watch the world go by and fall apart.
Idiots stay on Wall Street, how markets plunging.
Revenue death toll and
Alright, y'all.
Feeling like every
Waiting for y'all to start so we can actually begin.
Emergence is going to get worse before it gets better.
and that desolation turned into anger as the world witnessed what happened to George Floyd.
breaking news out of Minneapolis. Black man died yesterday in police custody.
George Floyd repeatedly told officers he was
Protesters clashing with police in Minneapolis.
It is unbelievable to see what is happening in almost every single major city in this country. We want change. Our generation has to step up right now.
Have you seen what I saw today? My blood is boiling right now. I saw them tear gas a whole crowd of people today, peacefully walking. Tomorrow, Thursday, you said you're on single fast. We are bringing them to battle. We're gonna walk the streets. Because that is the best way that we get to spread love. That's the best way I can bring people together.
Just the idea of going out during these times was really, really nerve-wracking. Like, I didn't know how people were going to take it. I wanted people to understand right from the start what I was doing and why I was doing it.
We're trying to bring this city back together. That's what this is for right now. Sports can bring people together.
I also wanted them to understand that I was restricted to COVID-19 and was trying to take precautions in that as well. I had
sure
masks,
is.
I wanted them to have hand sanitizer. I got out there, all the anxiety and nervousness kind of faded as soon as the first person started to play. You don't want to give me a jump shot, I'm telling you right now.
Me and my brother, he was actually downtown protesting. We just happened to see her. She said, we gotta go take a shot. The whole goal is for everybody just to come together, have fun, enjoy life, have a good time. I was just playing with people I've never met before. That's all life. We're playing together, we're united as one.
Oh my God, that's what feels so good.
Playing really kind of eased the tension.
Hey!
I saw people coming in passionately protesting, right, which is important. But then when it came to us, you know, a big smile came up on their face. They're like, oh, it's the hoop, like, I want to play too.
People drive by, get out the
Can you hear me?
take a shot, want to play basketball. She was probably we should bring people together.
That's all it is. You can get right up the basket.
People always say, like, ball is like,
Alright, can you hear me?
very true for me, you know. There's nothing in the world that I love more than basketball. It's kind of the one thing that
Can you hear me now?
as a kid, when I was born, I
Can you hear
wasn't
me?
supposed to be able to walk, so my legs were turned completely in. So I passed on for the first 3 years of my life. A lot of my memories growing up were just me being in a lot of pain. The doctor said maybe we'll get her walking again. She'll never be able to play sports or run or anything like that. I think my parents didn't really like that answer, and they put me in every sport possible. And I guess basketball just stuck. The struggle helped me appreciate being able to play basketball the most. Every time I walk on a court, I'm just happy that I can go out there and play the way that I play.
Cheap plan? Oh, shit. Holy kids.
I'm 6'4". I've been basketball my entire life. Do not sleep on that girl. Trust me.
When I see a police officer
3?
ice.
Yeah.
And then all police officers want to take a shot or they want to somehow get involved.
It's a real good thing for the city and to bring people together of all ages. I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm out here playing with kids.
Protesters and cops playing one-on-one, two-on-two, just talking. I think that's very powerful. I mean, that speaks volume.
If you think that bringing out a hoop will start changing attitudes and that will bring people together, I said, go ahead, girl, do that.
I hope more people do positive things like this so that we can bring our city of Philadelphia community as well as around the world back together.
I have had people come to me being like, why are you playing with the police? I think the problem with that is yelling at the police officers wasn't going to create the change. We're all in this community together. It's all about just breaking that tension, creating like a place for people to be able to come out and just happily enjoy themselves.
It's all about
Can you hear me?
it's just friendly. It's like a universal language.
I really do believe that sports can bring people together and unite people. I've seen how all these people.
No, I think I'll mute yourself.
Races, ethnicities, gender, ages, everything, right? They all come together and they're all standing around watching or they want to get involved. Bringing a basketball hoop is not going to end racism. I 100% know that that's not the case. We're just trying to break the tension so that maybe we can come together as a community and find the right solutions to get to a better place in our country and our society.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh. Can you hear me? That's crazy. Why can't I hear myself? Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? Yeah. Camera's right, but the green screen is right. Yeah, it's the first time me using this, so I don't know what's going on, so. Hold on 1 second. Trying to figure this out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I didn't add myself to the stream. I didn't know this. It's technology, I'll tell you. Technology, I'll tell you. Oh, man. First time using this. So, yeah, now I know. Now I gotta add myself. So when we get live here.
Okay. Do you have your phone free? Can you Instagram and bring me in so I can put it on Instagram too?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Wait a minute, were you on the live?
Yeah, online.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
My mom wants to say hi.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, this stuff here, it's new for me. so this StreamYard is new, so I'm trying to figure it out. So I didn't know I had to turn the stream on. So. How you doing? I'm glad to see you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I just stopped by to say hi. I promise I will leave.
All right.
Come on. Please close my door.
All right. So how you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Now that we got this figured out.
I know.
Microphone. So I didn't know if it was me, but that is.
Yeah, I knew how to add myself to the stream. I was like, oh, add the stream. I was like, I asked the chat. I was like, add the stream. I was like, okay. I was like, oh wow. I was like, okay. Why did that? So I saw the boot bar. I was like, oh, must have hit it. I was like, okay, cool. So this is my first time using it now. Now I know I've used it now. So I'm definitely excited. So how's
learned something today.
Yeah. Yes. So how's your week?
Good. I just edit video all day. I'm not shooting video, I'm editing video. So that's what I've been doing. But I got a couple projects finished this week that I've been working on for a long time. So glad about that. And now I'm moving on to the next ones.
Okay, I saw you a couple years ago. You've been traveling, doing a lot, you know. So how's that? Yeah, the bug now moving, shaking. You know, how's that been going for yourself?
I'm not traveling anymore, and I love it. I didn't really enjoy traveling anymore, so I'm glad to be home.
Oh, good. How long have you been home?
How long have I been home?
Yeah.
Since beginning to the middle of March.
Okay. Oh, right, the pandemic started. Right, the pandemic started. So I've been working, trying to working from home now trying to get back to, back to working with knowing people again. So it's been the first week kind of been an adjustment, But now next week is going to be more of like me trying to get my foot back to the street of fame, seeing kids again, and trying in person, saying virtually. It's really been a challenge, but you know, I think I'm ready for it. I think being adjusted to getting up early and trying to time frame and trying to like get myself together, trying to get up early, you know, get my body adjusted to that. It's really been a challenge, but now having with me is getting better now. So do that. So.
That program you were talking about earlier sounds really nice, where kids can come and get their distance learning done.
Yes.
Much other areas where.
Right. I figure we had a lot of slots, and I really feel like our kids should take advantage of that for parents, those who really can't do the childcare during the day. So we provide the food, the breakfast, the lunch, and the snacks. Also give them hot spots. Also, we have a lot of materials that they can do when they're done their schoolwork. You know, we just want to be a safe space for the kids and make sure that we are there available for them and just continue to, you know, help them in the midst of this chaos that's been going on and just trying to learn and trying to try new technology, trying to get just this stuff. It's not easy at all. So, but it's definitely worth it to me. So, yes. So can you tell us who's the Mighty Dental Girl? Yes.
Country's got Harper. AC Green with the screen. Here's Kobe. And a 3-second violation is called on the Lakers.
In terms of like who are you? Like.
Oh, I'm sorry, you asked me a question. It was breaking up a little bit.
Okay, I asked her who's the Mighty Dental Girl. Who is she?
I work as a model and actress, and I just started a YouTube channel where I'm going to be doing some skits and trying some fun wigs, like this blue one I'm wearing. And yeah, I guess I've been working as an entertainer and performer, and that continues to grow. So I started doing some screenwriting, and I'm starting to look at things behind the camera too, like by creating videos. I'm also editing them and helping them with the concept. So I'm excited to get a more well-rounded view of the industry.
And what made you get into modeling?
I saw that some people were doing it, and it seemed like something I could do. And so I just said I wanted to try it, and I did, and I've been trying it ever since.
Like how long have you been doing it?
Since 2007 or 2006.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long time. And so what been some of like your biggest joys of being a model and for 14 years now? And what has been some of the biggest challenges you had to deal with being a model?
One thing I love, well, I guess the two things I love the most are you're always meeting different people. So every project you work on is a different client, even though you may have some of the same clients. If, you know, for instance, you do a particular project at the same time every year, for the most part, you're always meeting new people. And I love meeting new people. And I love creating things too and seeing the process. Like, a lot of times when I get to a place, it's already ready to go, like the set is built or the show is ready to go. But by the time the day ends, they start breaking everything down. And so it's like you walk into this world that's completely created, and by the time you leave, it's just gray concrete walls. That is fascinating.
Wow.
To me.
Wow. That's so let me ask the next question. So what was your background like? What was your like growing up? What was your background like growing up?
Well, I grew up with my mom, and I'm from New Jersey, but I moved to Georgia when I was about 7, and then moved back to New Jersey when I was 21. And yeah, I spent a lot of time. My dog barking. Close the door. I asked my mom to close the door, but she wouldn't. I spent a lot of time alone. And so I think that kind of kept me in my own head, which I guess I'm still that way, kind of. That, like when I think of ideas, I'm always thinking of ideas, and I guess it's because for most of my life I had to entertain myself. I didn't have any brothers or sisters, and I mean, there were kids in the neighborhood, but my mom worked a lot, so I was home a lot and by myself, and I just was always entertaining myself some kind of way.
Yeah, it's kind of like me, man. I was the only child, so I had to like find myself, entertain myself, and be around people that I knew. But I also had to be aware of who was surround myself with, and growing those people, and just being careful, you know. So my mom was that old protective mom, so like she was that person that always like was hard on me and making sure I got home at night. The light came on, you get right in the house, you know. So, that was a wrap. That was it, you know. So that was totally it for me. So you say you grew up in Georgia and then you moved to Jersey. So what was that move like from Georgia to Jersey? I know the South is a total different experience from being in Jersey. What was that transition like for you to move?
Yeah, it's really different. Actually, I went from New Jersey to Georgia and then back to New Jersey. So when I moved to Georgia, it was just different. Like people have the Southern accent, and some of them that strong accent, I didn't know what they were saying. Now I have to just read something in 3 languages I don't understand, so I use this as best I can. I get used to that. The culture is a little different, the pace is a little bit slower, and I really felt like people in the South are a little clicky. And it's not really that way in the North. The North, it feels like, you know, everybody's moving, and if you get on the train, you're good.
Right.
But in the South, it's almost like you may have to be in a certain club that meets on the train.
Wow.
And it's not, I mean, I really believe that anything when you can achieve by just working hard and everybody's on your side. However, that they're just different culture, different mentality. So I learned to adapt to both. Now that I was in Georgia for so long, I feel like maybe I'm kind of in the club or kind of living the club.
Right, exactly. So I think that's about being adaptable, being able to thrive in different environments and different places and different type of people, you know. So I think that going back and forth was really important for you to have that mindset of doing things and, you know, and seeing how things work and see how things process, you know. So you said you got to modeling because you thought it was interesting, you wanted to do it. So what keeps you modeling today? What keeps you going?
Because it's fun. There's always a goal. There's always an next thing. So let's say you get an acting, you want to be on a billboard. You probably won't be on a TV show. On a TV show, you probably won't get a movie. What you get? I love taking photos. Maybe I can start. I can get a camera and start doing photography. So there's just always something in a good way. In a good way. It's never ending. And you get to constantly create yourself. And I told you I just love creating things.
Yeah, so yes, you did. Yes, you did. So you say this created a YouTube channel. What was the mindset behind doing that?
Oh, like everybody else, well, most people and pretty much everybody in the entertainment industry, I was sitting at home, and I was glad on one hand because I told you I didn't enjoy traveling anymore, but on the same token, I was thinking, okay, well, if you're home, you're gonna need to make some money. Like if you want to stay home, because I've been in my mind creating these plans to stay home for a long time, but it just didn't happen. Because my traveling clients, like I would tell them I quit, whatever it was, and they would just want to take more money, and I would be like, I would do that cycle. So I was just thinking about how I could create money-making opportunities from home, and I thought, well, I've been working in entertainment for, almost 15 years. Why can't I do that same thing I was doing for other people and just be the initiator of it? And so I saw that that's what YouTube gave me the opportunity to do. I mean, there's ad revenue, income possibilities, there's sponsorship. Sponsorships are pretty much commercials that you create the material for your team. Some people work with photographers, videographers, whatever. But I was like, look, that's the same thing I've been doing. And I love creating anyway, so I thought this would give me a little bit more control. So I'm just excited to try something new. Like I said, while I'm home, when I do get back to work, I'll have a scope of work to show, that this is what I've been working on while I was home. I wasn't just sitting at home and I didn't go get a job like at Amazon or something to fill the time. I was able to fill my time and make money and also work toward my long-term goals, which is just being a stronger entertainer and getting a bigger foothold in the industry, that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. So you said you left at 15 and traveling. What made you stop traveling? Like you say, I'm done with this. What was the point to say, look, I can't do. I don't want to do this anymore. I turned to traveling for the mile. What made you stop?
Well, I actually stopped because of the pandemic, but I'll tell you why I wanted to stop. One thing that really struck me was I worked with a girl who had a newborn baby. The baby was 3 months old, and she said she had not seen the baby for a month because she was going from gig to gig to gig. And I also noticed a lot of people who travel, they were either single or divorced. Even though I know a lot of people are divorced, but it just seems like when you're on the road, you just live temporary life. And I know the people that I was traveling with, I knew the kind of things you end up doing when you're on the road. Like, just thinking about the short term, like, okay, where are we going out tonight? Or, I don't know, I wanted to build more at home, and I wasn't able to do that. Like, the reason I met you is because I was looking to do more volunteer opportunities, and Brittany connected us. And those are things I just could not do when I was traveling, because even when I had a day at home, sometimes those are prep days, so I'm just prepping, like I'm doing one, and getting my schedule set to go out for the next time. So I just want to be home and serve the community. I want to get back to sewing. All my sewing stuff is in the garage, but I just haven't been home, stuff like that. I love to bake, can't bake on the road.
True, that's very, very true. Yeah, because sometimes you gotta make that bold decision that for yourself that you want to create a better life, and that you have done that being home and doing the YouTube channel and monetize on that. So beyond the YouTube, what do you have planned next for yourself that you want to do?
I mean, YouTube is a big task, and I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I run out of things to do. I can be doing that with video. There's no end to it. It's just at a certain point you decide to stop. Like you decide that you're not gonna continue adding things or taking things away with the editing. So I kind of feel that way along YouTube, but I would like to get back to script writing. I had 3 scripts that I started, and one of them I got not far on, but one I got significantly farther on than the others. I'm in a screenwriters group, so I really look forward to completing that script, and then I can start going through the revision process and shopping it around and maybe shooting a trailer. So I guess, sorry to be more succinct and answer your question, I'm looking to create systems in my business so that I don't always have to show up to make money, if that makes sense.
Right.
I guess I'm working on creating a brand. So that, I don't plan on having children, but if I ever did, I would like to already have something set up so that I can spend time with my family or whatever. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay, so since you do a lot with the YouTube channels, and also how does Damani practice self-care?
It's an ongoing journey, and I don't think I'm very good at it, but I have a diffuser, and when my mom gave it to me, I just felt so special. I have my little oil of lemon, it's my favorite. I put my little lemon oil in my diffuser, and I just feel like I'm at the spa. And then so I started to like cleaning a little bit. It just clears my mind. When I clean, I feel so good. So I think between cleaning my room and then sitting in my clean room and letting the lemon oil fluid all around, that's my big self-care thing.
Nice. So, do you have any final words for us, for those who are watching right now, who aspire to be a model, who aspire to start a YouTube channel? What words of advice you would give to that person?
I'd say, it doesn't matter what it is, start somewhere and do it. In my own life, and I'm talking to myself, I have to constantly give myself this pep talk, and I say this to friends too who have the same issue. Whatever you want to do, just find a place where you can start.
Right.
Okay, so you're starting here. And I know you want to be all the way over here. But in order to get there, just start doing something. And then I promise, once you start doing that thing, you see the next step to take. And then you see the next step to take. But you don't get to take those other steps until you take the first step. And there will always be a reason not to do something. You don't have the equipment. You don't have the time. Your friends may laugh at you. Your mom might talk about you. So, it's okay, just do it. You're gonna have doubt. Even people, the most successful people in the world, the Halle Berry, the George Clooney, the Jeff Bezos, they all have, a lot of people call it imposter syndrome. You don't feel like you're worthy of whatever success you have, or you don't feel like you're good enough to do whatever it is you want to do. Even people who are really good at things feel that way. You're always gonna feel that way, so just do it.
Yeah, just gotta put your foot out there and just do it, and then see what happens. You never know, because that'd be a worst thing that you had something in mind that you didn't try to do it. You end up feeling guilty upon yourself. So, Damani, I want to thank you for being a guest on our show. Our first guest on StreamYard, our new platform for those who cannot come to the studio. It's been an interesting experience in doing this, but now we learned the tips and tools how to make this work. So, again, thank you for coming on our show. I wish you the best of luck. Hope you can come back and volunteer with Patrick Wayne at some point. Maybe virtually now, so we have a virtual now programming. So in terms of going to youth virtually, so we can't be in person anymore for now. But because I feel young people need to hear your story, your journey. A lot of young people are aspiring to start businesses or trying to advance in businesses and advance on themselves. So again, thank you so much for being part of the show. I really appreciate your time, your commitment, help me out, get through this. This is new for me, this platform. I usually have the guests in the studio, so it's like, but now doing this is really outside my comfort zone, but it was worth it, so I'm willing to do more, dive more into this and then go from there. So again, thank you so much for part of the show. I appreciate for those who are watching, also I want to remind y'all that we're Always Cafe today at 5 o'clock. On a Ray Clark Cafe in North Philly. You watch on Zoom as well. Tickets are $5. But again, thank you for being part of this. You can watch the replay on our page, our Woman Soul 2 Facebook page. And then everyone have a good rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much, Damani. I really appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon.
Listen, the first opportunity you have for me to volunteer virtually, let me know.
Got you.
That's why I didn't see, come back more often. So let me know.
Got you. All right, I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Shaq rebounds and misses an easy one. Here are the Pacers up by 6. Sam Perkins, this is his shot. And on his 39th birthday, he hits his first three. That's why you want a big guy on the floor who can shoot the Shaq has. Otherwise, he's back in the lane, and he creates so many
So, damn, it's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. It's all freaking. Oh, yes. Gosh, it was 2 links. I know, it's crazy. I'm like, oh, shit. 2 links. Really? No, this one, right? Is that one? Or is this one? We see the same one, and then the same one. Then it was like, okay, the same one. No, this. What's that link? No, I want this. Oh, this one. So what's the other one? That's on the link. That's the links. Oh, that's the link. I think it's the link right here. Right, I think that's the link. What's that a link? Come to the first one. Go to the first one. No, that's what's advanced. Oh! My bad. So this is the link right here. Let's see. That's the link, right? Game 5-2. Yeah, okay, that's the link. Okay. Bro. Damn it.
Jackson with that little floating jumper that rattles out. The rebound to McKee, who follows it in. Great first quarter here by Indiana. They've got on the floor, they've executed, they've hit their shots. They lead by 10, a positive sign here from Pacer fans. Last 5 seconds. O'Neal is double teamed out to Shaw. Overshoots it by a mile. And the Pacers lead it 33-23 after 1. Looking to even the series in Game 4. You're watching the NBA Finals on NBC.
Hey.
Played all 12 minutes, had a couple turnovers, and not shot the ball well. What I see more as the game is
Oh, shit.
it's not so much that his
Yeah, undo button. The undo button. Undo. Undo. Oh shit.
Side effect of this ankle thing is that in the last 2 games he has been getting round-the-clock treatment and has not slept because of the alternating different treatments that he's had. Instead, if there's anything else, he was a little tired coming into the game today. So he's a little concerned about that. That could be a factor also.
Bob Knights, Kobe shot 1 for 2 points, couple of assists, couple of turnovers. Trying his best to run his points over the start of the season. Scored 14 points in game 3 after only 6 of 9 in the first 2 games in LA. Derek McGee against Robert Horry with that little hook. They'll take it away.
He's not a guy who's so primary offense. Remember, he got an offensive rebound and laid the ball in the basket.
That's his second basket. He's 2 for 5 now.
Under control, speed to balance underneath it, better shoulder to square. That's what he's going to have to do.
Shit sucks. Could do work. Was that? No. That's not it. This is gonna be a bitch today.
Here's Horry looking for O'Neal against Perkins. The jump into the lane and the hook that's no good.
The same screen? Yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. We try 2. Yep. Oh no. You can see the time, right? Yeah.
O'Neal is now 1 for 6 from the floor. And he's been held to
Okay, cool. Oh shit.
double to Fisher. They swing it to Fox. Fisher's got it back.
What's wrong with him?
And he connects from the head of the key. These two guys are
Then we're going to the. No, we're going to sorry. Sorry.
Jackson came in late in the game, and he's been great against Travis Best.
Best trying to break him down, throws up the floater and gets the roll. Well, he made 5 of 7 in game 3 and has hit his first 2 in game 4.
Now, why could Best get to the basket? Because Shaquille is worried about Sam Perkins.
Fox penetrates, lays it in, and he'll come to the free throw line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. I'm Jim Gray. Pacers lead by 8 in the second quarter. You're looking at the lobby of this beautiful brand new field house. It's in its first year of operation here. The field house was designed and opened up this year. It's a retro type of feel in here. This is the lobby. It's designed.
Okay, that's why this is the way it was.
There are an awful lot of nice amenities and exhibits as you go through the arena here. There's an entire history of both also an entire section devoted to the Indianapolis 500 card on display. Pacer history, of course, and all the ABA memorabilia, the 3 titles in the 70s.
No, they don't. Sue Jones, right?
It's been called by many the best in the
Put this shit on. This crap. Oh no. Oh shit. So the Hayes, right? Gotta be. Come on, don't smoke. That's it? No. That's not it. Oh, what's that? That's a whip jaw. Oh my god. What's Oh my God. Shit is soft. What are you doing?